TV, and I think this is episode 10 of Icon Property Group TV, and we are so excited today to have, I think, a friend with us and a colleague, and then we've been working together for now more than 2 decades. Sumaya Daniels, which is no stranger to the Cape Town mortgage market, and I think also across South Africa. I'm sure she's done mortgages across South Africa, so quite excited to have her. And today we're talking about her company, what she does, first-time home buyers. We're going to talk about the property market, the bank's appetite for lending and so forth. And we might even throw in the rand manipulation story slightly into it as well towards the end. And let's see what Sumaya's thoughts on that is as well. But enough of me. Welcome to the show, and over to Sumaya. Sumaya, so nice to have you, man.
Thank you, Gary. Thank you for having me. And thank you for always inviting me to the expansion of the marketing.
Well, I mean, you play such a big role in it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
thank you
you
so
contribute,
much.
I think, in a big way to the success of this company.
Thank you.
No, you do. And Melissa and I, we're very thankful for you. And I think this is a way of us showing you how much we appreciate you. And we respect you as well.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So, thank you, Gary, for the opportunity.
Sure.
Thank you to Icon Properties for always believing in me.
Yeah.
And for giving me the opportunity to once again be in front of the camera.
Well,
Which,
I mean,
by the way, I am scary about. But it's a new thing. It's something we have to go with.
Yeah.
And you have to go with the changes. And
Yeah.
this is part of change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people are scared of the lens. I don't know why, but I think all of us have now been, pardon the pun, but all of us has been put under the lens now.
No, totally. And if you're not under the lens, you're not going to get anywhere.
We're not going to get anywhere.
Exactly.
I was speaking to a building contractor the other day. He's just moved down here from Johannesburg, and he's been in the building trade, restaurant, renovations, interior for 20 years.
Oh, wow.
He's never advertised a day in his life, and he says for the first time ever, he's beginning to feel it because no one knows he exists, and he's starting to run out of business. And I think we are, South Africa obviously a little bit behind for the West. The West is a little bit ahead. The Middle East is far ahead. China, those places are way ahead in terms of these things. We're catching on to it now. But I do think we at a fork, because I think a lot of businesses that's going to adopt this now, they're going to see greater success, and those that's not, I'm sorry to say, but a lot of them is going to fall by the wayside.
Definitely.
I don't know what you think, but I think we're living in a time where people don't have to sit up with bad service.
Totally. People can go anywhere
They've got
want to.
thousands of people online they can
Thousands
choose.
of people, and I can relate to your builder, because at the end of the day, if you don't advertise yourself, you're going to go nowhere.
Yeah.
This word and to mouth referrals, I don't think it's going to happen anymore, because people are looking at you in a different way. They want to see the image, your business, how you've grown, your successes, your failures, and all of that. And I've always been an extremely private person when it comes to my business. It's always been just Sumaya and whoever's working behind the scenes.
Right.
I've never been a person to go out there and put myself in front of the camera, or even if I go on a holiday with something, have myself on TikTok or have myself on Facebook or anything like that, where people know my business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've always been afraid of that.
Yeah.
But I think it's time to move away from that fear and move into the future, because otherwise I'm going to be left behind.
Is it fear?
I don't think it's fear. I think it's just, I think it's change. And for me, coming from a very old school of thought, change is always difficult. I have to work through the change. I have to swim where I think I'm going to drown. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things. But if you embrace it, and you go forward, nothing to worry about.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a beautiful home, you showcase it to everyone that drives past. If you have a beautiful dress, you wear it to the mall.
Yeah.
Why not take your beautiful business and put it online?
Yeah, I know. And I think I'm beginning to
Accept
get to
it?
the point where I can accept it,
Right.
and where I can go forward with it.
Yeah.
And I think Gary Phelps has got a lot to do with that, because he always pushes me in this direction.
Yeah.
Media, social media, camera, and all of that.
Yeah.
So thank you, Gary. Thank you for always giving me the opportunity for showcasing my business as well.
Yeah, but I want to acknowledge the people behind these lenses.
You have to.
Without them, this would not be possible.
Exactly.
We've got an amazing group of people. People see me, perhaps sometimes, or they might see you, but it's the people that's behind the lens that's doing such an amazing job. Tulufelu, Roderick, Clyde, Dereline, we can't do it without them.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
Sumaya, I mean, tell the audience a little bit about what you do. We had Better Bond on, I think about 2 weeks ago. Jason Archer, we work with them as well. But I mean, we've got an extremely long relationship. Our relationship was founded on a handshake,
There you go.
and that handshake remains
Trust.
trust,
Integrity.
integrity.
There we go.
For some people, integrity means one thing.
Yeah.
For some people, it means something else.
For me, it means a lot. Yeah.
Talk about that a little bit. I mean, from your brand perspective, people watching, not knowing you, and for those that just logging on now, Sumaya is a mortgage originator. In my personal and professional opinion, I think she's one of the most hands-on originators in Southern Africa. I know a lot of originators, some of the top people at I've worked with at Uber and all those companies before, at the banks. But I mean, Sumaya, I think, ranks right up there with the top 10 in my books. So if you ever want a mortgage application, perhaps you're struggling to get a mortgage approved, maybe you just need a second or a third opinion on it, she's the kind of lady you want to contact. I think our team will put her mobile number in the conversation so you can just reach out to her directly. And, you know, if you have a mortgage application question, or maybe you wanted to do a mortgage for you. And also, even if you're not from Icon, if you're on an agency, if you're looking for an excellent mortgage originator, I think Sumaya Daniels is certainly someone that you need to have a good conversation with. And I think her passion for me is what's kept this relationship going. This is not a fire that burns for one night or 1 week. This is almost 3 decades of fire going over here. So yeah, but tell the audience a little bit more about yourself, Sumaya, where you come from before you entered into having your own business. You were in the banking sector, and maybe you can pick it up there.
Okay. So I started my own business in 2012. Before that, I was with Standard Bank, and way before that, I was with a company called NBS, the
Right.
Natal Building Society.
Right.
And if you know the Natal Building Society, you're very old, I can tell you that.
I know NBS.
So,
I used to pay my dad's NBS home loan.
so you could have either been a very young child,
I was very young.
or you are now very old. One of the two things.
Listen, this is a PG-13 show, so I'm not going to say anything on that. All right.
But anyway, so venturing into banking
Right.
and into home loans has always been a passion. Home loans
Why?
was my passion.
I mean, who wakes up in the morning and says home loans is a passion? I mean, that's not something you hear every day.
Gary, to see somebody or to hear somebody on the phone when you tell them their home loan has been approved, it is priceless.
Wow.
Absolutely priceless. This is what I like to do. And then sometimes I tease and I say, do you want the good or the bad news first? And then they say, okay, let's have the bad news first. And I say, well, the bond has not been approved. But the good news is the bond has been approved. And then you must hear the joy.
Life comes
the
back.
Tears and everything else that goes with it. And that emotion is what kept me going for 13 years on my own.
Yeah.
And I think it will keep me going way over my 70s. Because I think one of your questions were, what is my exit plan? And I don't think there is an exit plan for a mortgage originator, not at this stage. Because if you love what you're doing, then you don't want to give it up.
No.
You're not going to walk away from something.
No.
Even if I have to downscale, I'll downscale. But it's not something that I'm going to give up. I think I can move way into my 70s with it.
Absolutely.
And there's a lot of people out there in their 70s that's doing it.
Yeah, yeah.
If you go to the Ubers or you go to Better Bond, you'll find those ladies and gentlemen.
They shop.
there. They are still on it.
They
They
shop.
still know how to do a home loan. And you
Yeah.
know what that is? Expertise.
How do you replace? I mean, you can't replace 30, 40 years of expertise.
You can't.
You just can't. You can't buy it off the shelf.
You can't. And one thing I've noticed nowadays
Right.
is that people think that being a bond originator is quick money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So anybody on the road or off the street think, I can do this.
Come and capture data. I'll get a bond approval. I'll make
get
money.
it done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It is not as easy as that. And believe you me, when I worked at the bank, that was my same train of thought. You were a glorified,
Data capturer.
paper pusher.
Paper pusher. All
or
right.
paper collector.
Right.
Because that's all you did as a bond originator. This is how I perceived it.
Right.
I saw you as a consultant coming in and giving me all the papers,
Right.
and then I do the job.
Okay.
The shoe on the other foot, hell no, not a chance. Because you have to actually know what that papers are all about.
That's right.
It's easy to bring the paper to somebody and say, you do
Yeah,
the
yeah,
home
yeah.
loan.
Well.
But it's not as easy to do that home
Yeah,
loan, to understand what you're actually doing.
Yeah.
And for that, you do need the expertise. And nowadays, they are mushrooming.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be a home loan,
Yeah.
A bond originator.
Yeah.
And believe you me, wish you all the success.
Yeah.
But you are going to burn your fingers because you do not know what a bond originator is all about.
Yeah.
And being a bond originator means you have to be confidential.
Yeah.
You are working with people
Yeah.
in all sectors,
Yeah.
high income, low income, middle income.
Sure.
So you have to be on the people's level. If you're not on the people's level, then it's going to be what you're trying to do. Humble yourself. Come to the ground. You know what I'm saying? Don't think I'm a bond originator. I'm all that. You are not all that. You're only all that when that bond registers and you get paid. Then we can talk. But then, at the end of the day, it is like, it's not a lot of money you make at a bond origination.
You've got to
It
do high
has-
volume.
It has to be a passion. It has to be something that I want to do. And I do not have an estate agency business behind my name. I do not have a husband or a wife that's working for me. You understand what I'm doing? So you have to be able to know what you're doing. Because if you don't, bye-bye. You're not going to be used again.
You're yesterday's news.
Exactly, you're not going to be used again because
Yeah.
you're going to mess up so badly,
Yeah.
and then you're going to come back running
Yeah.
to a person who knows what they are doing
Yeah.
because they have learned over the years what it
Yeah.
is to do a home loan.
Yeah.
And that's where I come in.
Yeah.
Like I say, I've been in this game for so long, and home loans have been my passion. And the thing about the home loan is when you do that home loan and it gets approved or declined, it's what you make of it. So when it gets declined, this is where the magic happens. So now you're going to delve into that whole thing, why it was declined. Give me a reason. Can I work
Investigation
with-
work.
Yes, CSI work. Can I get this thing working? Do I climb on somebody's back?
Yes.
Can I get this thing done?
Yeah.
Ask the credit manager.
Yeah.
But you have to have the right questions.
Yeah.
And you have to have the proof. And you must have everything in front of you before you go to that credit manager and present that case. When it's declined, some of them can say, declined because of a score.
Yeah.
What is the score?
Yeah.
Tell me what is the
Yeah.
score.
Yeah.
Let me see what's going on.
Yeah.
And then you take it from
Yeah.
there.
I mean, we recently, as a company, we had to apply for a credit facility, not a facility, a credit thing, with one of the major banks. We were busy with some application. And unbeknown to us, a company listed Icon Property Group
Yeah.
as a default.
Yep.
And I was shocked. Luckily, thank God, we could get it sorted out within 24 hours.
Yes.
And we got it approved. But it just reminded me again, just once in every 6 months, just check your credit health. Where are you?
Exactly.
Because sometimes mistakes do happen.
Yes.
Do you have this often in your business?
Always, Gary, if somebody goes under debt review, even if they just apply, they pick up the phone and say, what is debt review all about?
Gosh.
Do you know what people do?
Right.
They put them under debt review.
Right.
Then these poor people don't even know they have been put under debt review
Right.
until they go and apply for a home loan. Do you know how easy it is to get a personal loan and a car loan and whatever other
Super
loan?
easy.
Very easy.
Yeah.
Even with your debt review status, they might overlook it, but when it comes to a home loan, there is no ways you're going to come through that.
Right.
So then you have to go back to the client and say, this is what's happening. Do you have the N17 or N19
Right.
form so
That's
that
right,
we can
yeah.
do the clearance for
That's
you?
right.
Did you apply for debt clearance? Did you tell the banks that you are no longer under debt review? And these are all the things you have to do to get that person aware of the fact. And sometimes they were not even aware that they were under debt review.
Yeah.
This is the sad part. And now they have to run around because now they're buying a property, cannot buy the property because they're under debt review.
Yeah, 100%.
And it takes 21 working days with the credit bureau to
That's
take
right.
it off their name.
If you're lucky.
If you're lucky, and 7 working days when you get it off at the bank.
If you're lucky.
And 85% of these cases I have gotten approved because the client's score is good enough. It's only the debt review status that's on
Wow.
there. So you can get it through, but it's a little bit of work and a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Sometimes your seller don't have the time, so you move on to the next property.
Unfortunately.
And that's how what you do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I
So-
love it. I love it. We spoke earlier about moving on.
Yeah.
You just said now, seller moves on.
Yeah,
I mean, you said you're not going to move on from this industry.
no.
You're going to be into this well into your 70s. Who's taking over my bond? Who's taking over my bond?
I don't know.
Have you got a succession plan?
I do
At
have.
this point of your journey, you should have one.
I do have, but I'm also still thinking about it.
Wow.
Because it is not something that you do. You must remember, my bonds were established because of Sumaya Daniels, not of anybody else. And I can promise you, if Sumaya Daniels steps down, there is not going to be a my bonds. Because people,
How does that make you feel, though? I mean, I think of building things. We're busy with succession. I think our company structure is a bit different. Maybe we have a more corporate view on things.
You do.
We started having now, in the new year, we're handing over shares of offices over to certain people. So stores will belong, shares will belong to certain people. Obviously, they'll have to buy
Yeah.
in some of these shares. So we think of it more corporately from a succession point of view.
Yeah,
I don't want to see 30, 40 years of work just dissipate overnight because I step down.
exactly.
And what about, I always think, like from my perspective, and maybe we're different, but you're not thinking of handing over?
I am. There are days when I say, I've had enough. The stress is getting
But I'm
too
not talking
many.
about having enough. I'm just
No,
talking
no, no.
about,
I'm just saying.
I'm still here, but you the new face.
Yeah, but at this point in time,
Right.
like I told you, there's so many people jumping up now on the bond origination bandwagon. So you have to be careful.
Yeah, but I mean, Sumaya, if I may interrupt you for
Yes,
one
sure.
second, there's, I think at the moment we were at 123,000 agents during COVID.
Hmm.
I think now there's 46,000 registered estate agents in South Africa.
Mm-hmm.
How many of those estate agents are actually making money?
Yeah,
So yeah, there's a lot of them jumping on the bandwagon, but how many is actually making money?
yeah.
That's the
Very
key
little.
question.
Very little. Very little.
But they're all taking a piece of the pie.
Yes.
That's the problem,
And
I suppose.
that is where the problem lies. Because now you are not seen or deemed as a company.
Right.
Because there's so many other people around you who's doing the same thing.
Right.
So people have that choice.
Right.
They can go anywhere.
Right.
So for me, succession at this point in time, yes, I am thinking very hard about it. Extremely hard. Because I want to do travel, Gabby, travel.
It makes two of us.
So, you know,
Makes two
that's
of us.
on my horizon. Bucket lists have been ticked off.
Sure.
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 Slowly but surely it has
Sure.
been ticked off. And I need to tick off a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Before I'm not able to get on a plane anymore. So,
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Even though these wheelchairs, you can still
Yeah,
get on
I
the
see them
plane.
all the time on the flights.
You can still get on the plane, but I'm just
Pushed
saying.
off.
Yep.
I'm in China.
Hey, lekker. Because nobody has to wait in a queue and in a wheelchair. So, yeah.
I miss that word lekker because when you travel all over the world,
You
you
hear
don't
it
hear that word.
Afrikaans.
The moment you arrive back in South Africa, hey, how's it? No, lekker. It's something that's so South
So
African.
South African.
Sumaya, you've worked alongside us for a while. We're one of your smaller clients, or we're not exactly your biggest client, and we understand that. I said the same thing to Better Bond. So I'm not doing it from a perspective to get any credibility that doesn't exist. But what is it like working with Icon for you as a person, as a professional?
You might not be the Pam Goldings.
We're
You
not.
might not be the C's.
No.
But I promise you, you are still something to be reckoned with, or a company to be reckoned with. Your staff is highly trained. Your staff is hardworking. They've got integrity. And whoever doesn't have the integrity, I know what's going to happen with them.
Yeah.
You know what
They
I'm saying?
aren't.
They have to be honest, and that's just it. That is the characteristics of an Icon agent.
Broker, yeah, or
Because
person, team member.
Or a team member.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have that,
Yeah.
then you know your company is going to get a bad name, and
Yeah.
that is not what you want.
No.
You want your company to have a good name at all times.
Yeah.
And I must confess, your agents or brokers, they know what is expected of them. They not shy to ask questions.
No.
And they're not shy to ask you what documents is required, what do you need to do, how do we get this thing through, not shy at all. And one person that sticks out here is Othello. Othello will ask you all the questions,
Yeah.
every single thing. Othello might be somewhere on a weekend, somebody asks him a question, he'll be on that WhatsApp,
Yeah.
ask you,
Yeah.
what is this, how can we do this,
Yeah.
etc., etc.
Yeah, exactly. I just came from Curls River, and I was saying to them, I think one of the things that Melissa and I have accepted is that the last few years, we've rebuilt the company. There's a lot of things behind the scenes that we've done. We've got a wonderful team in place now. And obviously from here, we're going all the way to the rooftop now. And we're focusing now on profits, productivity. We're focusing on systemization and optimization. Those are the 4 pillars we're focusing on at the moment. But we've made peace with the fact that we are a high-performance bunch of people.
Yes,
And what we've realized, if you're not, quote-unquote, addicted to personal growth, personal development, this environment is going to kick you out.
it's the wrong one for you.
That's the wrong one.
Yeah.
If you want to be broke for the rest of your life, you're going to be kicked out.
Yeah.
If you don't want to work, you're going to be kicked out. You don't want to
Yeah.
pitch up for a meeting, you're going to be kicked out. And I think it's a wonderful place to be, because as an entrepreneur, you come to a place of saying, this is who we are as a brand.
Yes,
Who are you as a brand?
Me?
What about your brand kicks out the people in your company?
Well, I've had my people working for me for a very long time.
Really?
Very long
How
time.
long?
13, 10, and about 5 years.
That's a collective of 28 years.
Yeah.
28 divided by 3, that gives you an average of about 9.5 years
There
per
we go,
person.
per person.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's very good,
So,
Sumaya.
the thing is this.
Why do you think they stayed for 9.5 years on average?
I think because they might not have the same environment that I have going for them. They don't have the same working ethic, because at the end of the day, it comes down to you have to deliver what I deliver. Service is my main aim. And
Yeah.
if you can't do service,
Right.
I'm sorry, then you're going to be out. And these 4 people that have been with me for the past couple of years,
Right.
they have been service driven because I drive them
Right.
to be that way. They have to give the best of them because I want the best. And at the end of the day, if I don't give the best, they're going to be without a job. So collectively, we all push for the best service there is. And you can speak to anybody out there. Anybody who knows me will tell you service. And if they don't say service, there is something wrong.
Yeah.
So for me, first thing first, service. That's it. And that is drilled into these 4 people that work for
Right.
me. Because if they cannot deliver the service, they know where the front door is
Yeah.
or the back door.
Service separates.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Totally.
we said it earlier, people go online now and they have, at least 50 people to choose from.
Yeah,
They don't have to put up with your nonsense.
exactly.
I mean, yesterday I had a phone call from a woman, and I've got Truecaller
Yeah,
on my phone.
yes.
So her name popped up as Allison AI Fraud. And then she started talking to me, and I was just quiet because I thought it's fraud.
Yes.
And I said, "Can I help you?" And she said to me, "You're not supposed to be in the service industry." She messages me, she says, "What an asshole," blah, 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 and whatever. And then I thought, okay, this is interesting. And I messaged her back. I said, "You know what? You're right. Maybe I could have handled it differently. I apologize." And then I waited for 10 minutes and I phoned her back. I said, "Alison, can I explain?" Because she never knew her name popped up
Yes.
as a fraud.
Fraud, yeah.
And then she says, "Okay, I understand." She says, "Are you with Icon?" That's all she says. I said, "I am." She says, "I've just been to your restaurant at the International Departures, and no one gave me good service, and I want to lodge a complaint with the and I allowed her to talk, and Frank was the only one that helped me, and blah blah blah." She goes on, and I said, "Alison, I've got good news and bad news. The good news is I'll listen to your complaint. The bad news is I can do nothing about it because I'm not part of the
not that
Icon
guy.
Restaurant Group.
Yes.
I'm Icon Property Group." And we had a good laugh. It reminded me so quickly, in one moment of poor service, you can just lose a customer.
Exactly. And that customer
And
can
look how
make
quickly
you
they
lose
go online.
a lot after that. That customer's got a lot of power.
They've got
A lot of
internet, they've
power.
got rating, they've got reviews, and they've got thumbs.
Everything. And if they can't do that, it's gone.
It's gone.
You're gone. You're gone.
Do you spoke earlier, Sumaya, you said you're so traditional in terms of your business practice. It's kept you going for all these years. 2012 is a long time, 13 years. Any company that makes it more than 10 years, you're supposed to have some form of a good business.
Yeah.
But are you going to embrace the future? Are you going to change? Are you going to welcome the podcast, the online? Are you or not?
If I say all of this, I have to. There is no getting away from this, Gary. No getting away from the TikToks. No getting away from social media. No getting away from Instagram.
Yeah.
You have to become part of it. If you are not, you're going to be left behind. And I, for one, don't want to be left behind.
I've got a confession to make. I hate being on social media. I hate it. I personally, I'm a private person.
Yeah.
Personally,
Yes.
I would prefer if you never knew about me,
Yeah.
online.
Yes.
I'm not talking about in person.
Yeah.
I like people. I like talking to
Yes.
people. But I loathe
You know my
being on the
business.
bloody
my
social media, and
business.
oh my God, oh my gosh, and so forth. So I loathe it, but at the same time, I realize it's this necessary evil,
Totally.
almost,
Yeah.
and I have to do it.
Yeah. Because you being the front
The face,
face
the
of
voice,
everything,
yeah,
this is what you have to do.
got to do it all the time.
And you're going to have to do it all the time because otherwise your company is going to be left behind.
Yeah.
So,
I asked someone once, how do I go from 6 figures to 7 to 8? That was a long time ago. And he said to me, Gary, to go from 6 to 7, 7 to 8, choose a person that's the face and the voice. They
Yeah.
focus on operations. They put a brilliant team together, and they focus on the activities that grows the business and raises profit margins. And it's a bloody tough thing to do.
Yep, it is.
It's a tough thing to
It
do.
is, because you have to trust everybody around you.
Yeah,
And trust is earned.
trust is earned. Let's talk about that. Sumaya, how many mortgages has you have approved since 2012, more or less? How many mortgage approvals? Yeah. Have you thought about that? Have you got the data on that? That's 13 years. You can't tell me. You need to know something there. You're going to do a guess?
I've gone in the Billionaires Club.
Billionaire.
Yeah, but not a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? The figures have gone there already in the past couple
I would have
of
said
years.
something now,
Yeah, but
but
not.
I'm not allowed to.
No.
Yeah. But I mean, so you've approved billions and billions of bonds,
Millions and millions of bonds.
millions and millions,
Millions and millions of bonds.
hundreds
But
of millions.
Yes.
But why not a billion? 13 years.
But I have gone to the Billionaires Club.
Right.
Just remember, it
What is
doesn't
that?
doesn't mean that you have got all this money, because people might think I am a billionaire and I'm not. I'm
Yeah.
not even a millionaire. So please get that straight.
I think you're being a bit
So,
modest.
At the end of the day, it is the amount of business that you put through, okay, on a monthly basis, the amount of business, your intake, and the amount of business that gets granted.
Registered.
Granted.
Oh, granted, not registered. And
then
you're part of the Multinet group,
I'm part of the Mortgage Max group,
Mortgage Max
which
group,
is part of the Better Bond
which is
group.
part of the Better Bond
There
group.
we go. There
Okay.
we go. So, at the end of the day, all of these figures then ties up to your monthly figure. And if
Right.
you do it over a 12-month period, this is what's going to happen. So,
Right.
you know, there's a lot of things that falls by the wayside. You know that sales get cancelled, somebody dies,
Yeah.
this gets
Transfers
done, or
gets
whatever.
delayed.
Something happens. So, yeah. And you are only being paid a fraction of that amount of money.
I don't know how you do
So,
it.
But it's something.
I don't know how you do it. I just don't know.
It's just that,
I admire you.
like I said, it's a passion.
It's a
It's
passion.
not about the money.
Passion produces profits.
Yep. At the end of the day, you work hard,
Yeah.
and you can still enjoy the little things in life.
Yeah.
And I've always tried to stay as humble as I am.
Right.
I've always tried to be the smaller person. I
How has
don't-
that worked out for you? Because
It did work out for me just fine.
do we call it humility or is it false humility?
I think it's just because it's who I am. I will not go out there and portray myself as a
No, but we're not talking about portraying yourself incorrectly. We're talking about always playing the small person. So you're actually playing a role that you're not.
No, I'm not playing the small person.
Because
No.
that's, I mean, you've got to have a bit of attitude.
No, not
I think
definitely.
sometimes the genius of growing a business is actually in the
No,
audacity of bloody or
Yes,
just
you have to
being
have the
audacious.
attitude. No, you have to have the attitude. You have to be able to stand up for yourself, because otherwise you're going to
This
drown.
world will chow you.
Oh, they're going to drown you. So no. If I look at my business
Right.
in comparison to all the Better Bonds, the Ubers, the Multinets, these people are all wanting Sumaya Daniels to come and work for them. Why? Because I have the market share that they don't have.
How do we convert that knowledge to scaling your business? That's a fundamental question I would love to ask. Because you've got a share of the market that everybody has. How do you utilize that single piece of evidence or that single piece of information to 10x your company?
I don't know.
That's the key
Something.
question.
That is still a question that I have to go and search for and look for.
But have you ever asked yourself that question?
I didn't.
Well, there we go.
I didn't.
I think that's key, because I always see you as someone that could 10x your business. But you said something earlier, and I mean this with the greatest of respect, is I play the small person, Gary.
I don't play the small person.
But that was your words.
I am a humble person.
Humble
I'm a
person.
humble person.
Right.
I am
That you
not-
are. I can agree with
I am
that.
not going to go out there and brag about every penny that I make. Not playing the small person.
Right, sure.
Not playing the small person. But I'm not going to tell anybody out there that
If you have the answer to that question that I just asked, if you could 10x your business now, if you knew the formula, if someone said to you, this is how you're going to do it, and you were by the means to do it, would you want to do it?
yes. Will you show me how?
Well, it's not difficult.
You're going to have to do that exercise for me, and then we can talk about
Because that's the question, is it not?
Exactly.
You know how many
Exactly.
people approaches us
Yeah.
that wants our share of what we do?
Yeah.
Irrespective of whether it's 25 or 30 or 40 sales a month, Many people approach us as well.
Yeah.
And I've only asked myself one question is, how do we continue scaling what we are doing? Because clearly it's making waves somewhere.
Yep.
Clearly someone's noticing, otherwise you wouldn't be phoning me.
Exactly.
Does that make sense?
Exactly.
That's a question that you want to ask. Sumaya, in order to get you ready for your podcast, what questions do you have for me?
Ooh.
PG-18,
Here
SNLV,
we go.
SNLV.
So, there are 3 points that I wanted to
Is
do.
this that like that, oh my gosh, this is a PG-13 show, but I
No.
mean, I remember like that 12 o'clock TV shows that used to come on. And oh my golly gosh. The crew behind the camera is like saying, don't do it, don't do it. It's like,
Gary,
oh,
no.
I don't care. I
No,
just
it's
don't
not,
care.
it's
I
not,
don't care.
it's not even PG.
I do care, but I don't.
Yeah.
I do,
it's
but I
not-
don't.
It's not PG.
I will, but I won't.
So, I have to ask the most important question
Mm.
out of all of it. Why does Icon Properties choose Sumaya
Icon
Daniels?
Property Group, we're not Icon Properties.
Icon
Icon
Property
Properties, if
Group.
you're watching, you're trying to take our name away a couple of years
No,
ago,
no.
you schmucks. And we
Icon-
had it registered long before you.
Icon Property Group.
Icon Property Group, yeah, that's better.
Why do you choose my bonds to do your bonds?
I think number one, relationship. Melissa and I, everything we do, if I look at the golden thread of our lives, it's relationship. You know, and relationship is founded on trust. It's built on trust. And that is the one thing that has not shifted in more than 20 years.
Thank you.
If I cannot sit like this with you and talk to you like this, we don't have a business relationship. That's my belief.
Yeah,
Does it make sense?
makes sense.
I have seen companies we've worked with, there's money involved, there's revenue, but there's no relationship, we end it.
Yeah,
And that reminds me that we are true to the values of what we say we are true to.
yeah,
We're not for sale.
yeah.
How many people has approached us to offer us a better offering than what you're offering? I think I phoned you
Yes, you did.
and said to you, Sumaya, would it be okay? How would you see it if we opened up to Better Bond? And you said, your answer, and I'm going to quote unquote, you said, Gary, we're doing the agents an injustice by not being able to service all of them because you don't have the capacity to service all of them. Let's bring Better Bond in. That for me is integrity. That for me is relationship. And it's on those principles that we are still dealing with you.
Thank you. And I do appreciate that. And yes, I remember that
She
conversation.
paid me for that answer. She paid me.
I did. But I remember that. Clearly, I remember that.
That's a joke. That's a joke. She never paid us.
So, my bonds.
Right.
What can my bonds do to get more business from Icon Property Group?
The golden thread is simple. I think, you know, Better Bond asked that same question.
Okay.
Jason Archer sat here and said, Gary, and Jason actually said, I know what I have to do, but I'm not doing it. He
Yeah.
says, I'm not spending time to build a rapport with the brokers. Sumaya, in the fast-paced business environment we're living at the moment, although we are connected, and although there's a couple of brokers that's connected, because of the internet, the average attention span of most people are like 1.2 seconds at the moment.
Yes.
Boop, new bond originator. She looks lovely. Let me boom. Oh my gosh, I got a bond. Don't you want to?
Yep.
Yeah, and I think there's one thing that the internet and that AI cannot do.
Take away the ball.
It doesn't know how to display empathy.
The human touch.
And that's where I think you have to just come back in and just build that relationship. We've got to be intentional with that time.
Okay.
If you are once a month, twice a month, we think it's a lot. But if you just take 40 minutes, 5-minute eye contact with a broker, if they're in a setting like this, let them know that I am here for you. I promise you it makes a world of difference. If you and I couldn't look each other like this in the eye and talk like this, I think our relationship would have been gone long time.
Long time.
But because of this, it endured the test of time.
Totally.
So that's the answer.
Totally.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I have to do that. Like Gary tells me every time.
It's the same answer.
Come visit.
Same
come
answer.
Visit, come
It's
visit.
online, offline, it's the same
I
answer.
wish I could do that.
I mean, you just got that bond approved for Renelle in Pretoria. She's in one of our Pretoria agents. You got a mortgage approved that no one else got approved.
Yeah,
That's who you are.
yeah. I think also it's because I don't just stop, like I said to you at the very beginning, at a decline.
No.
It goes further than a decline.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, every decline means no money for me
Yeah.
or no payment for me, and I put in all the hard work. So I have to work.
It's just so
I have
brutally
to work.
honest. Like, there's no payment for me, man. I ain't gonna let this go.
I have to do that. So that I can put butter on my bread.
100%.
Gary, there's two things in life I don't do, and that is bread without butter and black coffee.
I
can't
do black
that.
coffee and I've left the butter.
No, can't.
Yeah.
Can't.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Can't.
Shows up in my Oliver Lay skin now at the moment. So, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
anyway.
okay.
Last question from your side.
So
Samaya.
the last one is that we have noticed a decrease in intake from the Icon Property Group.
Right.
And I just need to find out.
Why?
Is it because of the service? Is it because I'm not too, and you have just answered that question, not in the faces of the agents?
Yeah.
You know?
I think, Sumaya, October was a relatively
Quiet month.
quiet month for us.
Yeah.
Extremely quiet. So that was an interesting one. But again, I think, again, the importance of staying connected toe to toe, belly button to belly button, eye to eye, never let it go.
Yeah.
I see it over and over with the internet and everything happening. And I can't even say that more of it's going to your competitor.
Yeah.
Or, well, you know what I mean. I can't say that because then again, we've had some approvals now from SA Home Loans. There was a private banker approval. There was a couple of cash deals.
Yeah.
So there's those statistical facts we can't ignore as well.
Yes.
But I think it goes back. Jason, sitting here as well, asked me the same question. I said, Jason, you're not in front of these people enough. Relationship is so important. I can see from a national sales director point of view, once a month, I will phone each and every person. Yesterday morning, I phoned Dereline. I said to her, Dereline, I just wanted to know how you are.
Yeah.
People don't care how good you are.
Yes.
They don't care how brilliant you are on your last approval. From time to time, you've got to remind them, Tulufelu, how are you?
Yeah.
Because the moment you lose that, I think that's when you start losing the person.
Yep.
And I think when we forget, estate agents and mortgage originators are people.
Yeah. Yeah. But I do that. I do phone. I do pick up the phone and ask how you are. Whatever. And one thing that I did in this week, so I was thinking about Judy so much. I don't know why. She just came
And
into
there
my...
she is, magically appeared.
Hey, no,
She's
I'm
back at the
phoning
company.
her. I'm phoning her and she's not answering the phone.
Thank
And
God,
this
she's probably busy
morning-
working. Don't answer the phone, Judy. Not while you're working, okay?
Watch the podcast,
I hope I didn't
Judy.
say that online.
Watch the
It's
podcast,
a joke,
Judy.
it's a joke.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if I haven't heard from somebody for about 2 weeks or so,
Right.
I'll pick up the phone and I'll ask. And I don't say it's because of a business thing. I'm
No.
phoning you because of you. How are you as a person? Not why you're not sending business. That's irrelevant.
Right.
Because I'm not going to ask you for the business. You will come to me when the time is right.
Yeah. Relationship doesn't ask for revenue.
Exactly.
Relationships generates revenue.
Exactly.
That's what I believe.
Yep.
I really believe that.
Exactly.
Sumaya, it's been so wonderful having you.
Thank you, Gary.
I hope it's not going to be the last time.
Definitely not. I'm
Yeah.
getting used to the...
I'll give some free advertising to Vamos Media. Vamos Media is obviously the company that runs all of this behind the scenes, but Vamos Media rents out these studios for about $1,500 an hour. All these people included, editing, blah, 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 blah. So just something to consider. Not for you. For you, it's a different, obviously, because we've got a relationship, it's different. But I'm just saying, so free advertising for Vamos Media. And Sumaya, it's been wonderful having you. Hope to see you again.
Thank you, Gary, for having me.
Thanks for coming all the
And
way. I mean,
hopefully-
you're all in the south, coming
Oh,
to
that's fine. I
the
like the drive.
Winans.
I love the drive through here. It's like going up the garden route.
Yeah, it's
you
beautiful.
just get that energy back.
Yeah.
Good for the soul,
Yeah.
etc., etc. But thank you very much. Thank you to the team, and thanks for having
Thanks
me.
to the audience. Listen, Gary Phelps, Icon Property Group, that's Sumaya Daniels, My Bond, located out in Cape Town. Check out her details on the podcast. If you ever need a qualified, competent, passionate mortgage originator, she is the person for you. So glad to have her. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.